Hey guys, what's going on? Up here today, just, well, filling in loose ends really. And if you look over there, it's going to rain pretty soon. Been fiddling around with one of Dad's cars for him, and it's got transmission problems, you know, the joys type of thing. So I've been playing with that for him for a bit, and yeah, I thought I'd come up here. I put the high pressure hose on that. I got that all made up. I'll show you that in the next video, because I actually haven't done anything to that today. So this is sort of a fill-in video. I did shoot this video probably 6 months ago, but I don't know, I lost it somewhere. It's on the computer somewhere, I just can't find it. And yeah, it's supposed to be a video for, you know, rainy day type thing, like today, you know, just to keep the news feed going. So I'm pretty sure I haven't put this video up already. I do apologise if I do. Well, sorry, if I had. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you something I bought ages ago that I sort of kept for a rainy day, that you might have seen in a few videos in the background. I've sort of mentioned it and said I'll get to that later. So that's this thing. This is a Ford, not Fordson, Ford as far as I'm aware. I think that's how they put them. A Ford 510e, not a 590, which most of them seem to be. This is a 510. I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, it's a 510e Ford industrial engine. Well, to be honest, actually, I don't know what it came out of. It might have been out of a Harvester, it could have been out of anything. I'm pretty sure most of these we saw in boats. D-series Fords had them, a few Harvesters, and sort of stuff like that. We didn't really see them much in many road going vehicles, mainly the little D-series. I don't think there was a lot of Ford traders actually in Australia, but I assume they would have had the later variant. This is the early one with the old style timing cover and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I don't actually know what this is out of. There's a hour meter here. What does that say? 3, 3, 2, 1. So it's got a few hours on it. Yeah. It's got a big belt pulley. I think originally it ran a sawmill from the previous owner. Well, from what the previous owner said. Yeah. I bought it off Marketplace. It was one of those things, I saw it and I thought, oh, that could be fun. So I bought it. It was cheap enough. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about it. I know that belt drive, I don't think is a factory sort of thing on here, because that's an SAE bell housing adapted to the Ford factory bell housing. So I think this is off something else. Just an over center clutch type of sort of arrangement. So I'll probably pull that off, and I don't know, someone might want it. What else can I say about it? It does turn over. The previous owner, well, actually, it's a bit of an odd story. I bought it off a guy. One of his relatives bought it to run a pump, some type of industrial or, well, I'm assuming agricultural water pump. So he bought it. It was in running condition, and he dropped it off at his relative's place and said, look, can you fit all the electronics to it to make it all work? And yeah, he priced all that up, got all that sort of, you know, organised, and said, all right, it's going to be X amount to do that. And well, that figure was a bit too high for him, so that's where it stayed. Oh, paint's peeling off there a bit. So yeah, that's where it sort of stayed. And excuse me. So obviously at some point they, you know, the pair of them agreed that it needed to be sold, and that's where I came in. So I didn't actually buy it off the owner. I bought it off the relative who was, you know, looking after it, sort of thing. Yeah, so that project, yeah, never got underway, and I think that was probably, I think he did say something like 6 years ago. So this thing's been sitting for a while. The oil is Milkshake, but that was because, come around here, the oil filler cap was missing, and it had a bit of rag just shoved in there. So you can see she's a bit rusty in there. And she's a bit rusty looking on top of the thermostat. Get that back on there. So yes, it still does turn over. These frames, not real great. I'm pretty sure, just looking at this, the way that it's curved, the colour of it, I think all this cover framework is off an Allis-Chalmers power unit, I suppose you'd call it, engine. Because this is all yellow, this is orange. That air cleaner was orange. That's definitely not a Ford item. So I don't know. There is bits of orange on this engine, so I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But yeah, it's all speculation what the hell it was used for. So I think there's black under there, there's yellow and orange. The black seems to be the first layer, but I don't know why these engines would be black. I don't think they ever were. I've seen red ones, yellow ones, of course. I think there's blue ones. So unless that's primer, but yeah, I don't know, to be honest. So that's her. I really haven't done anything to it besides roll it over a few times, spray some lubricant into the injection pump. That's the big thing that's stopping me from starting this. The injection pump is all, well, I think the rack's seized. The throttle, I think, did move. Yeah, that moves a little bit. And that's oil drain. That's probably fill and drain, I reckon. I don't know. I haven't had much to do with these. I do have another fuel pump for it. Excuse me. So yeah, the plan is that sump's going to have to come off. I've got a sump gasket already. I got that organised ages ago. So yeah, yank the sump, clean it out, clean all the sludge out, maybe look at the big ends. Still liquid in that. Don't know if it's oil or water, but there's liquid. So, so yeah, that's the plan. Get all fired up on this stand. I think I might even do that today. Get the grinder out and knock this bloody horrible bit of meh off it. It's only a few bolts. So, you might be asking the question, what the hell am I going to do with this? You thinking what I'm thinking? Of course you are. Maybe not that back end though. Seeing as it's already yellow, I've got the other power major back end there. So, you know, might put that in there, put that back end up to this, and I've got those wheels off the E27N. That's what I was thinking I'd use those on, and you know, go tractor pulling maybe. I'm sure I can fab up a nice turbo manifold for it somehow and feed a bit of boost into this thing to make a few more horsepower out of it. But that's just, I don't know, that's just theories, and you know, one of those things. It's not a given that that's going to happen, but yeah, this summer this thing's going to run in some shape or another. Don't know when, but yeah, what else? Yeah. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. It's got this really nice lifting lug on here, but there's not one on the other end. But I'm thinking I might keep this frame as a starting like test bench for these engines, because that would be quite nice. But one of the brackets, yeah, I think it's that one. It's got a big crack in it, so I'd have to fix that, but that's no big drama. That can be done. There is still a few things to acquire before I screw this into a Fordson. Mainly I don't know which plate is on the front of this, because there's two different types on the actual Fordson tractor engines, an early and a late model one. I've got plenty of early model ones, I don't have a late model one. And judging by the late injection pump on this one, I would say this would also have the late plate, which I don't have. Assuming that everything being all equal and even, you can just pull a Fordson, you know, backing plate off and bolt into an industrial. I don't know. Otherwise I'll have to fabricate something, which, you know, is not beyond me, but it's just one thing it'd be nice not to have fabricate. It'd be nice if we can change that out for a Fordson filter, same sort of design, as long as it all bolts up the same, so then I don't have an extra different oil filter, because I've got a few of these housings. Chuck that on there. Good old dry silicone, so that something's been off. What else? Yeah, there is still a few other bits. I've got extra frame rails. I do have them. They were acquired a little while ago, so I can do a cut and shut and make some longer frame rails. The only thing I've got to do is the wishbone, the brace on the front end. I've got to do the mod for that. I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of using Dexter style arms with a ball. Come over here. So instead of having your typical, you know, have it come up into like a plate that bolts on here and goes under, with a ball and socket similar to like the Dexters and the Fergusons and stuff had all that sort of design. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I don't know, it's, you know, one of those things I'm not 100% sure on all that sort of jargon. But yeah, that's her. So I thought, well, there's not much going on today, so I might, yeah, run around this with the camera for you all and show you what's going on. So I think, yeah, this should bolt fairly well to it, because it's got the full flange bell housing. So yeah, that should bolt up nicely. Yeah, as far as I know, I've never done one of these conversions. But I was also looking on the old YouTubes, on our lovely YouTube land. There's no actual start to finish conversion videos. Like, I'm not an expert on these. I've never done the conversion, but having a full walk, nearly like a walkthrough, probably would be really good. So someone could watch that. Admittedly, they'd be watching the mistakes I make, but yeah, at least then they wouldn't make them. So that's what I was thinking with the video. It could be just a how-to guide. Even if I don't get the tractor finished as such in the videos, at least it'll be, you know, then they can watch how to fit the motor, what they'll sort of expect. But of course, yes, I'm no expert, which I'd have to outline at the start of the video. But yeah, I'd like to give it a go. So yeah, whatever you guys reckon, and sort of, I'm all open for options and ideas. So yeah, I think it'd be a good fun project. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got for you. This is one of those times of year, like the weather's been a bit, it's been really good, but it's also been really bad, so it's not really a good time for shooting YouTube videos. Because it's just, you can't see it now, but it's just starting to spit a little bit with rain. Don't know what any of that was. I'm assuming that was controls or voltage regulator or something. It does still have a generator. I think that's just a standard generator on it. It's also got a tractor outlet. Someone's made like a little adapter to go to, yeah, standard tractor exhaust. So I wonder would that all fit, because that'd sort of be nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's missing the starter. Don't know. That was gone. Gone to another place. I don't know where that is. So yeah, I think that's really all I got for you. Got my foot stuck in the pallet. Alright, that's never good. So yeah, I've ordered a few bits for this. I got the fuel pump, I got the sump gasket from Emery. It's sitting there somewhere. But it's one of those things. It's the same like as the trucks, the Caterpillar engine. We're all waiting on the bloody crane to be done. Like this, I'll just pick this up with the crane and drop the sump off it. As it sits now, I don't really have anything that would nicely sort of pick it up. What I'd have to do is pick it up on the pallet and put bricks under either end and try and edge it up that way, and then drop the sump off, which is, don't get me wrong, is doable. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough bricks here. I'd have to bring some up. But yeah, you know, it's an option. Oh, I better get the hell out of here before the weather packs it in altogether. So, all you guys have fun. Like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And definitely comment on this. If there's something you really want to see, drop a comment. Because that'll steer me in whichever direction I want to go. I know a lot of you want to see that going, and the E27N. Most of you aren't interested in the truck stuff, so yeah, you know, I probably will do a bit of work, but I probably won't video it, because it's not, unless it gets views and subscriptions and stuff and people are interested in looking at it, there's no point in me wasting my time videoing it. So trucks, no, people aren't interested in that. The Caterpillar engine, I think that might generate a bit of interest once I start getting into it. Also, getting ahead of myself here, I ordered a magneto for it. I found one that I think it'll fit. It's an American Bosch magneto. The kill switch on that engine is an American Bosch, so I'm assuming it's right. I hope it is. Because very little information on actual which magneto is supposed to be on that engine. I suppose it is a tractor engine. So yeah, that's on the way. Probably should have, you know, looked into the motor a bit more before I ordered that, but yeah, anyway. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think of this glorious piece of iron. And yeah, if you're interested, I'll video stuff on it. But if you're not, well, I won't worry about it. Everything will happen. It's just what I'll actually video, because there's no point videoing stuff that no one really gives a damn about. So I've got to prioritise my time a bit, and I'll give it more to projects that people want to see. So yeah, anyway, you all have fun, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.